Since Tesla began expanding its vehicle lineup, an affordable model has always been part of the plan. The famous $25,000 Tesla, nicknamed Model 2, has become almost a legend among electric car enthusiasts. Elon Musk fueled this expectation by repeatedly stating that a compact and affordable model would revolutionize the market. The promise was clear: an electric car for the masses, making Tesla's technology accessible to a much larger audience. But, as always, when it comes to Tesla, not everything follows a predictable script. In recent years, rumors about Model 2 have circulated everywhere. While Musk insisted that the model was in the pipeline, reports of potential cancellations began to emerge. Investors, brand fans, and experts were left wondering, would Tesla's entry-level car really exist? Or was it just a concept that would never materialize? Then the confirmation came. During interviews and presentations, Musk reinforced that Model 2 was in development and would hit the market in 2025. This statement calmed things down a bit, but as with any Tesla project, uncertainty is never far away. The major twist came recently when Musk revealed a change in direction for the model's plans. Without giving many details, he hinted that Tesla was reconsidering its strategy for a low-cost car. That was enough to reignite doubts. Was Model 2 canceled, or was it just undergoing a redesign? Musk's ambiguous statements always spark speculation, and this time was no different. Without a clear answer, theories about the real fate of the model began to emerge. The main question now is what this change actually means. If the car has been delayed, what is the reason? Issues in the production line? A strategy to avoid the Osborne Effect? Or is it simply a complete overhaul for something even more innovative? So far, no definitive answer has been given. What is known is that the project has not been officially scrapped, but the lack of details leaves room for many interpretations. One factor that makes this situation even more intriguing is Tesla's track record with deadlines. Musk has a pattern of announcing revolutionary products that take longer than expected to become reality. The Cybertruck, for example, was promised for 2021 but only began deliveries in 2023. The Tesla Semi, another example, also faced years of delays. Will Model 2 follow the same path, hitting the market years late? Or is there something bigger behind this decision? The confusion grew even more when, around the same time, Musk announced a new project targeting the affordable vehicle market, the Cybercab, an autonomous electric taxi. This led many to wonder whether Model 2 was being replaced by this new bet. Tesla has already made it clear that the two projects are distinct, but the sudden focus on Cybercab has made some believe that the company might have abandoned Model 2. Despite all the uncertainty, one thing is clear. Tesla knows that an affordable model could completely change its presence in the global market. A $25,000 electric car would open the doors for millions of new customers, competing directly with traditional automakers and the rising Chinese EV manufacturers. If Model 2 is truly out of the plans, Tesla might be missing a huge opportunity to dominate the affordable EV segment. When Elon Musk revealed the Cybercab, an autonomous taxi designed to revolutionize urban transportation, many people wondered, does this mean the end of the Tesla Model 2? After all, both were expected to be the most affordable options in Tesla's portfolio. But despite similar price ranges, the two models are completely different projects. Tesla made sure to clarify this, but doubts still linger. The Cybercab is not a traditional car. It was conceived to be a 100% autonomous vehicle with no steering wheel or pedals, designed for shared transportation. During its presentation at the We Robot event, Musk made it clear that this vehicle is part of Tesla's vision for a future where mobility is dominated by Robo Taxi fleets. The Cybercab will have only 2 seats, a compact and futuristic design, and a driving system entirely based on full self-driving (FSD). This places it in a completely different category than Model 2, which has always been intended as a personal use vehicle, affordable and practical. On the other hand, Model 2 follows the classic formula of an everyday electric vehicle. With 4 seats and a more conventional approach, it was designed to be a more compact and affordable version of the Model 3. To achieve the $25,000 price tag, Tesla plans simplifications in design and onboard technology, such as removing FSD from the factory and adopting a smaller battery pack. The idea is to offer an economical car for those who want a Tesla but cannot afford the high prices of current models. The confusion arose because, when discussing an affordable Tesla, Musk mentioned that the company was already preparing a vehicle priced under $30,000. However, he was referring to the Cybercab. This led many to speculate that Model 2 had been replaced by this new project, which is not true. Both cars are in Tesla's plans, but for different purposes. Still, the coincidence in pricing raises an important question. Does Tesla really want to launch both models, or could one of them be left behind? The key difference between the two is their market approach. While Cybercab is targeted at companies and fleet operators, Model 2 is meant to be an individually owned vehicle. This means Tesla is exploring two different directions. One focused on autonomous mobility and another on traditional consumers. But there is an important factor to consider in this equation. If Cybercab turns out to be highly successful, will there still be room for an affordable electric car without full autonomy? Tesla may be planning for a future where owning a personal car is no longer necessary. Another factor that needs to be considered is the impact of these choices on Tesla's overall strategy. Tesla has always emphasized its mission to make electric vehicles accessible to everyone. However, if the real priority is Cybercab and not Model 2, this could indicate a shift towards a more automated and centralized transportation model. And let's be honest, the $25,000 Tesla without FSD may not seem as appealing in a future where autonomous vehicles dominate the roads. Even so, there are signs that Tesla still sees value in Model 2. The car has already appeared in internal company materials and official statements. Additionally, there is a massive audience eagerly waiting for it. Unlike Cybercab, which depends on the adoption of autonomous technology, Model 2 would already have an established market. And Musk knows this. If Tesla decides to move forward with both projects, it will be interesting to see how the company differentiates its strategies to prevent one model from cannibalizing the sales of the other. For Tesla Model 2 to reach the highly anticipated $25,000 price point, Tesla must follow an aggressive cost-cutting strategy. And that means giving up some of the expensive technologies that today are part of the company's DNA. One of the most significant decisions in this regard was not including the full self-driving FSD system as a standard feature. While Tesla's more expensive cars are sold with the promise of 100% autonomous driving, Model 2 is expected to take a simpler approach, prioritizing manual driving and basic driver assistance features. Removing FSD may seem like a drastic cut, but in reality, it is one of the biggest cost-reducing factors. Currently, Tesla's self-driving software alone costs between $10,000 and $15,000 as an optional add-on, significantly increasing the final price of Tesla models. Moreover, for FSD to function efficiently, vehicles require a robust set of sensors and cameras, further raising production costs. Without these components, Model 2 can be produced in a more streamlined way, using a more accessible platform with less electronic complexity. Another crucial point in Tesla's cost reduction strategy is the production line. Unlike Cybercab, which will have a completely new manufacturing process called Unboxed, Model 2 will be built on the same production line as Model 3 and Model Y. This means Tesla will not need to build dedicated factories for the new car, instead leveraging its existing infrastructure. The idea is to adopt a modular approach, where different versions of the models can be assembled side by side, optimizing space and speeding up production. Additionally, Tesla is exploring ways to reduce the size and complexity of Model 2's battery. Batteries are the most expensive component of an electric car, and any cost savings in this sector have a direct impact on the final price. One possibility is using LFP, lithium iron phosphate batteries, which are cheaper than the nickel and cobalt-based batteries used in Tesla's premium models. Another alternative would be a new structural configuration where the battery is integrated into the car's chassis, eliminating unnecessary parts and reducing overall weight. But even with all these cost-cutting measures, can Tesla really sell Model 2 for $25,000? That is the big question. Many analysts believe that the final price could end up exceeding this amount, mainly due to global inflation and rising production costs. However, Tesla has already stated that it plans to use government incentives to keep the price competitive. In the United States, for example, EV subsidies could bring down the final price for consumers, making Model 2 a truly affordable option. Another important part of Tesla's strategy is its focus on design simplicity. Model 2 is expected to have fewer sophisticated details, fewer customization options, and a more minimalist interior. All of this helps reduce costs and facilitates mass production. Some leaks suggest that the car will be about 20% smaller than Model 3, making it more compact and efficient for urban use. The question that still has no definitive answer is, when will Tesla start production of the Model 2? In its third quarter report, the company reaffirmed that new affordable vehicles are planned for 2025. However, considering Tesla's frequent delays, there are no guarantees that this deadline will be met. Meanwhile, Chinese competitors are rapidly advancing with cheaper electric models, which could pressure Tesla to accelerate its plans. In April 2023, the EV market was shaken by a bombshell report. Tesla had allegedly canceled the Model 2. The information came from Reuters, one of the world's largest news agencies, which cited internal sources claiming that the company had abandoned its plans to produce an affordable car. According to the report, the decision was motivated by the rapid growth of Chinese competition and the technical and financial challenges involved in manufacturing a low-cost Tesla. The reaction was immediate. As soon as the news was published, Tesla's stock plummeted by 6% within hours. The market reacted negatively because Model 2 was seen as a key element of Tesla's future growth. With more and more automakers launching cheaper EVs, many investors believed that Tesla needed an affordable model to remain competitive. The idea that this plan had been scrapped created an atmosphere of uncertainty, and the impact was directly reflected in the company's market value. Faced with the negative fallout, Elon Musk wasted no time in denying Reuters' claims. On Twitter, now called X, he stated that the report was false, posting a short and direct message: Reuters is lying again. This type of response has become a classic Musk move, as he often publicly criticizes media outlets when he disagrees with the information being reported. However, in this case, his denial was not enough to erase the doubts. If Tesla was really moving forward with the Model 2, why didn't Musk provide more details to reinforce investor confidence? The problem is that this wasn't the first time an affordable Tesla vehicle generated conflicting speculations. In 2021, Musk had already suggested that a $25,000 car could be launched in 2023, but never presented a prototype or a concrete timeline. Then, in 2022, rumors surfaced that the project had been put on hold indefinitely, with Tesla neither confirming nor denying it officially. Now, with Reuters' report, the cycle of uncertainty has repeated itself, making it clear that Model 2 remains a big question mark within the company. Even after Musk's response, investors remain cautious. After all, the Chinese EV market is growing at an astonishing pace. Companies like BYD, Xpeng, and Neo are launching increasingly affordable models. And some of these automakers have already surpassed Tesla in sales during certain periods. If Tesla truly abandons this segment, it risks losing ground to Asian competitors who are rapidly expanding their operations outside China. Furthermore, the stock drop highlighted another issue. Tesla relies heavily on the market's trust in Musk. Whenever he makes bold promises, investors react optimistically. But when there are signs of hesitation or uncertainty, the impact on Tesla's stock value is immediate. This has happened before, such as with the Cybertruck, which faced multiple delays, and the Roadster, which still has no clear launch date. Model 2 is now entering the same category of products that are always on the way, but never actually arrive. Another factor that fueled further doubts was Tesla's silence after Musk's statement. Normally, when a company wants to reassure the market, it releases detailed official statements, reinforcing its strategies and confirming timelines. But in the case of Model 2, Tesla simply moved forward as if nothing had happened. This led many to interpret Musk's response as a tactic to buy time, while the company internally decides what to do with the project. If there's one thing Elon Musk excels at, besides engineering and innovation, it's controlling the narrative around Tesla's products. Whenever a new model is mentioned, the company builds up expectations, drops small hints, and at the same time, keeps a sense of mystery. With Model 2, the situation is no different. Musk avoids talking about it openly, and when he does, his statements are ambiguous, leaving both investors and consumers without a definitive answer. But why hide details about a car that could be one of Tesla's biggest successes? The first reason may be linked to a phenomenon known as the Osborne Effect. This term comes from a classic strategic mistake made by Osborne Computer Corporation in the 1980s. The company announced a new product far too early, which caused consumers to stop buying the current models while waiting for the next generation. The result? The company ran out of cash and eventually went bankrupt. If Musk officially confirms Model 2 as an affordable and revolutionary model, there's a real chance that sales of Model 3 and Model Y will plummet, as many customers might prefer to wait for the cheaper car. The second reason has to do with Tesla's current priorities. Right now, the company is investing heavily in automation and artificial intelligence, with projects like the Robo Taxi, Cybercab, and Optimus, the humanoid robot. According to Musk, these products represent Tesla's future, and he wants the focus to remain on them. If he were to bring up Model 2 as an imminent launch, it could divert attention away from what he considers essential for the coming years. After all, a cheap car without full autonomy does not perfectly fit into the vision of a world dominated by autonomous vehicles. Additionally, there is a purely financial aspect to consider. The EV market is becoming increasingly competitive, especially with the growth of Chinese automakers, which offer affordable and efficient models. By keeping Model 2 in the realm of speculation, Musk avoids putting pressure on his own company to meet strict deadlines and goals. If he officially announces that the car will launch in 2025, investors will demand concrete results. But by keeping the mystery alive, he can buy time to adjust strategies and, if necessary, delay the project without major consequences. Another crucial point is Tesla's image as a premium brand. In recent years, the company has established itself as a leader in innovation, producing high-tech, high-performance vehicles. A $25,000 car could end up diluting this perception, making Tesla appear more like a mainstream automaker, something that might not be ideal for the company's profitability. Models like the Model S, Model X, and even Model 3 have high profit margins, whereas a budget-friendly car would generate much lower financial returns. If Model 2 launches and fails to be a massive sales success, it could ultimately hurt Tesla's profitability. But there is one intriguing detail in all of this. Musk has already confirmed that Tesla is actively working on a low-cost electric car on a weekly basis. In other words, Model 2 is still on the table, even if Musk prefers not to talk much about it. In an interview, he even stated that he frequently reviews the production plans for the model and that the company is very advanced in its development. So why all the indecision? The answer may lie in Musk's own strategy. He has used this tactic before. With the Cybertruck, for example, Tesla spent years without revealing concrete details, only sharing concept images and vague promises. The result? Hype was built gradually, without creating a specific moment of disappointment or frustration, which could happen if the company promised something and then failed to deliver. With Model 2, Musk seems to be following the exact same script. The truth is that, like it or not, this tactic works. The mystery keeps the market engaged and prevents competitors from getting ahead with direct launches to compete with a car that has not been officially announced yet. However, this strategy has its limits. If Tesla takes too long to clarify its position on Model 2, it could lose ground to brands that are not afraid to launch affordable models and that are already capturing customers Tesla could be attracting.